Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey and I want to talk about Black Widow the movie because I went to see it and God, it was not good. It was not good. It was decent. It was a decent movie, but the problem is it's a little too late for the movie and a little too wrong, to be honest. Like it not only has it has delayed problem, it has the media problem, it has the whole women empowerment nonsense, it has the unnecessary bull crap with Taskmaster. It's a prequel movie. It takes place before Natasha's death. It's just not good. And to be honest, it really shows how much the MCU didn't care about this character. Because if they really cared about this character, we would have got a solo movie long time ago. She was literally one of the breakout stars in Iron Man 2. And you mean tell me it's been a decade and you couldn't give her a movie before she died in 2019? Like, make that make sense to me. I don't understand it. And then fans been hampering about her having a solo movie. But now the solo movie is a waste of time, to be honest. Like, I don't understand what is the point of the movie. And that's what I really hate is if you're going to make a prequel movie, you need to make it make sense. But it's hard to do a movie about a character that's already died that I really have no interest in unless it is meaningful. And this wasn't meaningful. This wasn't setting up nothing, to be honest. Oh, the little post ending scene, great, sure, whatever. That ain't much of nothing because you could have put that in a show or something like that and called it a day. Right now, it just doesn't really look much of nothing. I mean, at least if you were going to do a Black Widow movie or something like that, you should have went the route of Wonder Woman. If any of you guys remember Wonder Woman, you know how the first Wonder Woman movie, she was in the present already, and Bruce sent her the picture of her and Trevor, which let her reminiscence about her time as Wonder Woman back when she first became Wonder Woman in Man's World. You should have went that route with Black Widow. And I know you guys were trying to do a little knockoff of Winter Soldier or whatever, which that could have been good if the movie came out after Winter Soldier had happened. This probably would have worked. But now, no, it's not. I hate the fact that the men were stupid. I hate the fact that you subverted expectations again with Taskmaster. First off, the character's not even Taskmaster. And then it's a female again, even though Marvel already stated that the Taskmaster is already in the MCU. It's the same thing with the Mandarin again. I don't understand why you guys keep thinking that you can take male characters and replace them with female characters and think that that's such a shocking twist. It's not a shocking twist. It's actually annoying and it's actually pretty stupid and insulting to women, to be honest, that you have to keep swapping these characters out for another gender or another race. It's not funny anymore. It's not annoying. I mean, it's annoying, to be honest. It's not creative at all. The movie is boring, and that's the really it really is boring. Like the first couple of minutes into the movie was interesting, and then like once we get to her going to Budapest and stuff like that, the movie just fumbles. It just fumbles and fumbles and fumbles, and I'm not saying what I'm because I don't want people to really think that I hate this movie. I don't hate this movie. I just feel like it's such an unnecessary movie. It feels like, well, if you were going to kill her, you should have just went ahead and just trashed it. Like, to be honest, you could have, heaven forbid, because I know I don't really want to say this, but heaven forbid, you could have put Black Widow in between Infinity War and Endgame, if that's the case. If you really had to sort of do like a prequel movie, you know what I'm saying? If that's how you really want to go with it, sure, whatever. And it would have been nice to do something like that. But this movie it feels such a waste of time. And I would have went the other route that I had suggested instead. Like, since you're finally giving Scarlett Johansson a solo film or whatever, which I think Black Widow character could do like two more solo movies, you should have had it where after her character died in Endgame, we discovered that yeah, she truly did die, but the Red Room also have secret Black Widows that they cloned them. There ain't no way in the world they were just going to have those characters just as they are or whatever and stuff like that without thinking much about it. No, of course they were going to have clones, and you should have had a Natasha clone wake up or whatever, and have a program mission on what she has to do next. That could lead up into another solo film, and that could have her face off with Yelena and her family again, because they're like, "Oh, Natasha, we thought you died or whatever," and she's like, "I did. And I'm not the Natasha that you knew or whatever." You could have had something like that. That would have been way better than, "Oh, let's kill her off, but let's give her a prequel movie after fans been begging for years." I just don't know what to say. I'm not trying to say don't go and watch it, but it really wasn't worth paying for, to be honest, if that makes sense. I'm not. I mean, I don't really know what to say about it. It's just a little too late for this movie. We've already seen this movie. There's really nothing to spoil you about, because they waited so. I mean, they waited so long for the movie. The movie's been and then Marvel got backlash with the Taskmaster thing. People are complaining about, "Oh, there you go again, gender swapping Taskmasters or whatever." All you have to do was just bring in the original Taskmaster. Taskmaster's a talkative person. He has photographic memory or whatever. But now you got this robotic chick that nobody knows nothing about, that has no meaning to Black Widow at all. A character that I don't see any connection to at all. But you added this character in, and I'm supposed to feel sorry for her. I don't feel sorry, because I didn't see Natasha do much of nothing with when she killed the characters, quote unquote killed the character. If we had saw this in the flashback, and then you guys you keep talking about the whole Budapest thing with Hawkeye, that would have been fine if you actually did a Black Widow movie that took place in Budapest. Like, that could have been your first Black Widow movie, where that scene from Avengers where they talk about it. Bam, you set up Budapest, a Hawkeye mission or whatever, stuff like that. That way you can do that. You can do that kind of prequel story, and then you could have Black Widow 2, which could have been this movie, and then you could have a third one that finished up everything before she died or whatever. Or after she died, here's a clone version of her. You know what I'm saying? You could have did something creative like that. But of course, the people that are working on the Black Widow, most of them have no writing credits and no directing ability. I've never seen a company give people that doesn't have much credits to their name three credits for most of the people who are writing and directing and producing this movie. Make that make sense. Make that make sense, Marvel. And for what? Some diversity thing, or to make men squirm or whatever? Who the cares? Enough of the men bashing nonsense. Give me a good movie. And this was an okay movie, and it would have been great if you didn't make stupid if you didn't wait until Black Widow had died, and if you didn't make the Red Guardian an idiot. I don't understand what's so hard about not making men look, stupid. It's great to see impactful, powerful, independent women. That's great and all. But when you make at the cost of making men look stupid, it's not funny anymore. It's downright stupid. I go to see superhero movies because I like superhero characters. The Red Guardian, I've seen him in action before in the comic books. He is not that idiotic, and it's not funny. It's not funny anymore. This whole Marvel jokey joke bull crap that y'all need to do, cut it out. Cut it out. Stop trying to make these movies family friendly and start making these movies actual action packed movies. If kids want to watch it, that's fine. If not, oh well. Oh well, you can't always think about kids. You cannot always think about kids. I'm sorry to tell you this. All your movies cannot be family friendly and cannot be targeted for a family. I'm sorry. That's not how this works. Enough of this crap. because you wasted Black Widow. The guy who played Deacon Frost said, the actor who played him, he was saying that he feels embarrassed. I feel embarrassed for Scarlett Johansson too, because it feels like a phoned in movie. It feels like a phoned in movie. Well, like, hey, let's get this movie out the way so we can shut up the fans who actually wanted Black Widow, because we wanted to push Captain Marvel bitch ass instead. It's such a waste of time. What a waste of a movie that was. I mean, there's really nothing really to spoil, because if you've seen the trailers, you already know what's going on. You really know what's going on. And at the end, Black Widow and her family destroys the Red Room. Whoop de damn stankin' do. And that's literally it. And her family separates and tell her to take care of herself. And she was like, I will. And then we go on to Infinity War. You see how that didn't make no damn sense? You see how this movie was a waste of time? Because during that time before Infinity War, you could have put that out, but you didn't. You didn't. And now we're stuck with a useless movie, to be honest, because that's what it is. It's a useless movie until something comes out that actually affects the cinematic universe of Phase 4. Because that little ending where Yelena goes and look at Natasha's tombstone, and then that stupid Madame Hydra character, whatever, Valentina character comes over there, which, Marie Shriver, I mean, not Marie Shriver, oh Lord have mercy. I can't even think of the actress name. I don't care. It's not funny. It's not funny that her trying to be jokey or whatever just doesn't work for me, but it is what it is. And now Yelena is after Hawkeye, and she probably might appear in Hawkeye the TV series. And Hawkeye is going to sacrifice himself so Kate Bishop can be the new Hawkeye and atone for his killing of Black Widow, because he's a man, and it's his fault. You know how that goes. But it is what it is. But hey, it was a decent movie. If you want to go and see Black Widow one more time, go for it. If not, you're literally not missing anything. You're literally not missing anything. I can tell you that. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.